The Human Rights Charter stands as a monumental achievement in the global effort to recognize and protect the inherent dignity and rights of all individuals. Since its inception, it has served as a guiding framework for nations and organizations worldwide. However, like any significant legal document, it has its shortcomings and challenges. This narrative explores where we stand today, the existing shortcomings, the challenges we face, and the opportunities to perfect the Charter. Where we stand. The Human Rights Charter has significantly promoted and protected human rights globally. It has provided a universal language for human rights and has been instrumental in shaping national constitutions, laws, and policies. The Charter has also inspired numerous international treaties and conventions, such as the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. Shortcomings of the Charter. Despite its achievements, the Charter has several notable shortcomings. Enforcement and implementation. One of the primary criticisms is the lack of effective enforcement mechanisms. Many countries have ratified the Charter but failed to implement its provisions adequately due to weak legal systems, lack of political will, or competing national interests. Cultural and regional differences. The Charter has been critiqued for not adequately considering cultural and regional differences. Some argue that it imposes a Western-centric view of human rights, which may not align with the values and traditions of all societies. Resource limitations. Effective implementation of human rights standards often requires significant resources, which many countries, especially developing ones, may lack. This can lead to disparities in the protection and promotion of human rights. Balancing rights and national security. The Charter allows certain rights to be limited to protect other rights or important national values. However, this can sometimes lead to abuses, where governments might restrict freedoms under the guise of national security. Accountability issues. There are often limited mechanisms to hold violators accountable, especially in cases involving powerful states or entities. This can undermine the credibility and effectiveness of the Charter. Challenges. The challenges in addressing these shortcomings are multifaceted. Global consensus. Achieving a global consensus on human rights standards that respect cultural and regional differences while maintaining universality is a significant challenge. Resource allocation. Ensuring that all countries have the necessary resources to implement human rights standards effectively is a persistent issue. Evolving issues. Addressing contemporary human rights issues, such as digital privacy, climate change, and the rights of marginalized groups, requires continuous adaptation and updating of the Charter. Political will. Garnering the political will to prioritize human rights over national interests and security concerns is often difficult. Opportunities to perfect the Charter. Despite these challenges, there are several opportunities to perfect the Charter. Inclusive dialogue and participation. Engaging a wide range of stakeholders, including governments, civil society, and marginalized communities, in the dialogue about human rights can help ensure that diverse perspectives are considered and respected. Education and awareness. Promoting education and awareness about human rights can foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of these principles among individuals and communities. Adapting frameworks to local contexts. While maintaining the universality of human rights, frameworks can be adapted to fit local contexts, ensuring that they are relevant and effective. Strengthening legal and institutional mechanisms. Developing robust legal and institutional mechanisms at national and international levels can help ensure the effective implementation and enforcement of human rights. Addressing emerging challenges. Updating human rights frameworks to address contemporary issues can ensure that they remain relevant and effective. Example clauses for improvement. To address some of the identified shortcomings, the following example clauses could be added to the Charter. Right to digital privacy. Every individual has the right to digital privacy, including the protection of personal data and freedom from unauthorized surveillance. Right to a healthy environment. Every individual has the right to a healthy environment, including access to clean air, water, and sustainable natural resources. Protection of cultural rights. Every individual has the right to practice and preserve their cultural heritage, including language, traditions, and customs, without discrimination. Enhanced accountability mechanisms. States shall establish independent bodies to monitor and report on human rights violations, ensuring accountability and justice for victims. Right to participate in societal advancement. Every individual has the right to participate in the advancement and transformation of society, including economic, social, cultural, and political development. Right to live in a just and peaceful society. Every individual has the right to live in a just and peaceful society, where justice is upheld, and peace is maintained through the rule of law and respect for human rights. Right to seek and investigate truth. Every individual has the right to seek, investigate, and understand the truth independently, free from interference and censorship. Right to love and unity in family and society. Every individual has the right to love and unity within their family and society, which is essential for their mental and spiritual well-being. Right to leave prejudices behind and work towards unity. Every individual has the right to leave behind prejudices and work towards a unified world, fostering environments where diversity is celebrated and prejudices are actively challenged. Conclusion. The Human Rights Charter remains a cornerstone of global human rights efforts. By addressing its shortcomings and embracing opportunities for improvement, we can work towards a more inclusive, effective, and universally respected framework that upholds the dignity and rights of all individuals.